Well, hello YouTubers, and welcome back to the Old Smithsonian channel and the final chapter in the bandsaw rescue. Today we're going to go through and throw the motor back on after it's been rewound. Made a new shiv for it, and then we already covered the repainting of it in a previous video, kind of a how-to thing on how to use a paint gun. And my brother's been hard at work polishing up the table and getting the rest of it cleaned up and getting all ready to go. And so we're going to throw the motor back on it and a blade onto it and give it a cursory run in just to see if it, if the thing tracks and all that. So anyway, on with the show. First, we're going to go ahead and throw on the motor right here. So now that the motor's been put on and we threw on a blade onto it, the blades are kind of fickle on these three rollers. One is your idler wheel back over here is the one that does the tracking. So you're going to do all your tracking like right here. So as you can see, it's kind of a fickle setup. These things do have a crown as such. There's a cork layer on the wheels, on all three of them, that act as a crown. And that keeps the blade centered as it's rotating along. So here we're going to give it a cursory setup on the guides. Now what you can do is you can use a piece of paper like right here. Die laufen gut. Now, the piece of paper is just there to kind of give it a kind of a feel for it. You want to run the guides in just a little bit so where the paper just it starts grabbing the paper, and then you're going to have to back it out and then check with, like right here with the GoPro. And that is mainly because you're going to be putting a little bit of load as you're cutting onto the blade, and it's going to try to run it past the crown, but you don't want to run it past the crown. And in order to allow the thing to kind of center itself back up, you just want to give it a little bit of play towards the rear so that it doesn't run off the crown, but then it can stay back on the wheel. So, and that's all there is to it for, you know, just a cursory run in. We're going to have to probably run in the bearings. We put all new bearings in all the wheels, and so it's going to take a little bit of running in to get it back up to fully operational status. But right now, as it is, once we put a fresh blade on this thing, it's ready to rock and roll. And it's okay. Success! Well, YouTubers, that's a wrap for this little short series of bandsaw rescue. I hope there's a little something useful you guys could glean out of this whole thing. I apologize if it took so long, but you know, sometimes life just throws you a monkey wrench and you got to deal with it as it comes. So we finally got this thing back into service, and hopefully that's going to give my brother a lifetime of good service. This is a Panhands bandsaw. These are quite rare. They still make them in a similar configuration, but this model has been discontinued since about the late 50s. So this thing is essentially bomb-proof, and with just a little bit of care and some decent maintenance, this thing will last 2 more lifetimes the way it's built. So if you have any thoughts, comments, critiques, or suggestions, by all means put it in the comments section below. Feed the algorithm a little bit, you know, by doing so, and help the channel grow. So with that, thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by, and we hope to see you all again soon in the next video.